If you want to have a strong and stable core, remember this: always persist, and be ready to let go. The essence of a stable core is neither confidence nor fearlessness. It's the absolute recognition of one's self-worth. This means that regardless of external feedback or others' evaluations, you clearly know who you are, what you want, what you should do, and exactly how to do it. To achieve this, you need a life direction that is not confined by others' expectations, an unstoppable drive that isn't afraid of failure, independent and clear judgment, insight, and thinking ability, and the ability to provide yourself with a sense of security without relying on others. These four elements combined are the source of a person's inner strength and stable core. The prerequisite for having all of this is establishing clear boundaries for everything, understanding which things are controllable by yourself, which are LED by others, and which are beyond your capability. For things you can control, always persist. For things LED by others, be ready to let go at any time. For things beyond your capability, leave them to fate. These three types of things can be divided into circles of concern, circles of influence, and circles of exclusion. For things you can completely control, be unyielding and focused. For example, your emotions, thoughts, actions, ability improvement, daily routine, and physical and mental health. For those things you can influence but not lead, act positively but be ready to let go. Examples include admission results, job opportunities, leadership appreciation, others' evaluations and attitudes, and the fading and distancing of emotions. These are things not LED by us, so strive in terms of causes, let go in terms of results, allow everything to happen, and be ready to abandon anything that brings negative impacts. Avoid things you're not good at, immediately distance yourself from people you dislike, and promptly clear away unwholesome emotions if you cannot lead the result. Do not exhaust yourself for those things beyond your capability, like others' thoughts, character, choices, achievements, values, external fragments, information society, news, entertainment, and gossip. Completely block them out and do not waste attention on things you cannot influence. In reality, almost all of a person's internal exhaustion comes from trying to control what cannot be controlled, entangling oneself in results that cannot be LED, and caring about things beyond one's capability. Try to classify all things causing you anxiety and internal exhaustion according to circles of concern, influence, and exclusion. Then solve them accordingly. For things you can fully control within the circle of concern, think about what the problem is, what the method of change is, and what your action is. For example, with anxiety about your physique, the root problem lies in your eating and exercise habits, so the method of change is adjusting diet and increasing exercise. With specific actions like eliminating takeout and making your own low-fat meals, plus 40 minutes of aerobic exercise daily. 4 things within the circle of influence that you cannot lead in terms of results. Think about what controllable points exist in the process concerning the final result, and what actions can positively impact the outcome. For example, with job search anxiety, while you cannot lead whether a company hires you, you can control your resume description, interview performance, and professional skills. Then turn simple job search anxiety into specific actions at controllable points, such as optimizing your resume, learning interview skills, and improving professional capabilities. Even if ultimately not hired, realize that a company's refusal does not mean you are not good enough. It might simply be a mismatch. So do not dwell on and exhaust yourself over the result. Accept and embrace it. Quickly summarize and review feedback, and then apply to positions that better match you. In psychology, there is a famous Festinger's Principle which says that 10% of life is composed of what happens to you, and the other 90% is determined by how you react to what happens. This means that 90% of our lives can actually be controlled by ourselves when you focus all your emotions, actions, goals, and attention within your circle of concern. You can completely dominate your life. This sense of control and order is precisely the source of a person's inner strength and the solid foundation of a stable core. Therefore, do not belittle yourself and never give up your subjective initiative. Always persist in your goals and the enhancement of personal value. Focus solely on your current issues and actions, ready to abandon people and things that cause internal exhaustion, as well as others' perspectives and external demands. When you can concentrate on your circle of concern and controllable points, everything in the world will yield to you, and you can freely master the direction of life until you reach your heart's destination.